afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. It's Friday.
It's Friday. We made it to the end of the week.
And it's been quite a week.
Yes, it has.
Not a bad day out today, though.
Yeah.
We'll look at the weekend forecast in just a bit. But first, topping our headlines, a former Wisconsin Supreme Court justice is found in contempt because of how his office responded to open records requests.
The Wisconsin Election Commission has made a decision on whether or not gubernatorial candidate Tim Michels will appear on the ballot this August.
And a pandemic-era federal program comes to an end this month. Naomi Coles joins us to tell us what it could mean for hungry children across the country. But first, a look outside, a little sun, some sprinkles, not bad, but we have a showery start to the weekend. Dana's in the backyard, and what does she carry? Neither. The parasol?
I know. I've got no rain. I've got no sun right now. I'm empty-handed. At least right now we are seeing the rain starting to taper off. We do have a slight chance for some showers and thunderstorms over the next few hours. Notice towards Prairie du Sac, Sauk City, we're seeing some light rain right now. Areas north, the northern edge of Dane County towards Lodi could be seeing some light rainfall as well. Much of the heavier stuff south of us in Illinois. Temperature-wise, we're in the mid-70s. It feels really nice outside. We're seeing that cool trend settle in for us throughout the rest of the evening. We'll pull down to the 60s or upper 50s for overnight lows. And then for tomorrow, we're going to have rain building back into the area. Unfortunately, not planning on sunshine for your Saturday, but the good news is we look ahead to Sunday. Sunday does look a little nicer outside for us. We'll take a closer look what's ahead for Sunday and the trend for next week in just a few minutes. As far as traffic is concerned right now, a lot of green coming through, except for eastbound on the Beltline. This is usually what it looks like at this time of the day, though. A few slow and go spots downtown, eastbound, slowing down all the way from Gammon through John Nolan before things get a little smoother near Monona. The interstate north and southbound of Rock County and in Dane County, nice and green as well. Now, from the Beltline to Janesville, 24 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, a 17-minute drive this evening. You might need the umbrella tomorrow, and then some way to cool down next week. We'll take a closer look at that temperature trend in just a few minutes.
I don't want to see it. All right, Dana, thank you. A former Wisconsin Supreme Court justice goes toe-to-toe with a circuit court judge and fails.
Charlotte DeLeste joins us now with the story. Charlotte?
Well, Susan and Mark, today a Wisconsin judge found Michael Gableman in contempt because of how Gableman's office responded to open records requests related to his investigation into the 2020 election. The ruling against the office, led by Gableman, a former Wisconsin Supreme Court justice who briefly worked for Donald Trump, came after Gableman berated the judge and refused to answer any questions on the witness stand. Gableman had not wanted to testify, but Dane County Circuit Judge Frank Remington ordered him to appear.
This is my courtroom.
Right.
You had a courtroom in Burnett County.
I did.
You had a courtroom in the east wing of the state capitol. I do not need to tell you how I expect you to control yourself and the behavior that I expect of a witness on this stand. No question has been asked of you. You are not given the opportunity to make a speech and to make a statement.
Gableman was hired a year ago by Assembly Speaker Robin Vos under pressure from Trump to investigate the former president's loss to President Biden by just under 21,000 votes in Wisconsin. The investigation has cost taxpayers about $900,000 so far. Judge Remington did not immediately announce a penalty in court today, saying he would provide that in a written decision.
Charlotte, thank you. Today, the Wisconsin Elections Commission was debating whether or not Republican gubernatorial candidate Tim Michels can appear on the primary ballot in August. There was a slight issue with his nominating signatures because they were collected on petitions that failed to list both his voting and his mailing address. In the end, the commissioners elected to allow Michels to be on the August ballot. A pandemic-era federal program comes to an end this month, and some experts warn millions of kids could go hungry as a result.
Naomi Coles joins us now to explain. Naomi?
Before the pandemic, kids either paid full or partial price for school lunches unless they could submit paperwork proving they qualified for free food. Federal waivers implemented early in the pandemic made those meals free for everyone. But a lack of congressional action means the program ends this month. Local groups like Sun Prairie Community Schools have found ways to keep their free lunches going through the summer without it. But one state representative is trying to make the program permanent for Wisconsin.
So districts are struggling right now. School boards are looking at having to increase the cost of meals for those that pay for meals. And that is to cover, again, rising food costs, but also labor shortages as well. So what we're seeing is, folks struggling and trying to make it work, but they are begging for us to take action, whether it's at the state level or at the federal level.
Experts say kids are still likely to go hungry, whether out of stigma or difficulty submitting paperwork or because they just missed the bar to qualify. You'll be hearing more at 5 o'clock tonight about how a unique partnership in Sun Prairie has found ways to keep their program going without the waivers.
Yeah, we'll see you then. Thank you. The House Select Committee has begun a series of hearings detailing evidence it uncovered in its investigation into the January 6th Capitol riot.
The committee laid it all out in a primetime public hearing last night.
Natalie Brand reports from Capitol Hill.
The historic primetime hearing of the Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol is just the first.
The world is watching what we do here.
As the panel lays out its case that former President Donald Trump oversaw and coordinated a multi-part plan to overturn the 2020 election.
We believe Donald Trump is responsible. He lit the flame. He summoned the mob. This could still be a problem. Democracy is not safe unless we agree to follow a certain set of standards.
In never-seen-before testimony, former Attorney General Bill Barr said he made clear he didn't agree with the idea the election was stolen.
I told the president was.
I respect Attorney General Barr, so I accepted what he was saying.
Former President Trump, responding on his social media platform, blasted his daughter, saying she was not involved in studying election results. House GOP leaders have criticized the committee as political and illegitimate. In a new revelation by the panel Thursday, Vice Chair Liz Cheney said that Pennsylvania Republican Scott Perry and multiple other GOP members sought presidential pardons for their roles in attempting to overturn the election. Congressman Perry on Twitter called it an absolute shameless and soulless lie.
We have the documentation.
The committee also revealed Thursday that the former president did not call federal law enforcement to protect the Capitol that day. Then Vice President Mike Pence did, as officers engaged in hand-to-hand combat.
I saw friends with blood all over their faces. I was slipping in people's blood.
CBS News has confirmed a former DOJ official is expected to testify next week. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Now to some major revelations about the police response to the Uvalde school shooting. New documents and video obtained by the New York Times paints a much clearer picture of what officers were doing as wounded victims waited more than an hour for help. The new video allegedly reveals that for 77 minutes, at least 60 police officers gathered outside classrooms 111 and 112, waiting for the tools to breach the rooms. Some of the children and at least one of the teachers killed were wounded but still alive. In the days after the massacre, authorities revealed that 911 dispatchers were receiving calls from children inside the classrooms pleading for help. But last night, the Texas Tribune reported that Uvalde School Police Chief Pete Arredondo told them that he didn't know about the 911 calls because he chose to leave his radio behind when he went into the school, claiming the radios would hamper his ability to confront the gunman.
The Biden administration will announce today that the CDC will lift the requirement of a negative COVID test for international travelers entering the U.S. The change will go into effect for U.S.-bound air travelers at midnight this Sunday. The measure has been in place since January of last year. The travel industry, along with some scientific experts, say the policy has been out of date for months. The CDC says it will reassess its decision in 90 days, and officials can reinstate it if need be, if there is a concerning new variant.
A study from UW's Carbone Cancer Center found non-Hispanic black patients in Wisconsin were half as likely than white patients to get any treatment for pancreatic cancer. Researchers concluded that access to care was a significant factor in explaining why black people with pancreatic cancer have much lower survival rates than white people, because those disparities disappeared when patients had the same access to care. About 950 people in Wisconsin died of pancreatic cancer in 2020. UW Health estimates of those, black patients lived about a month less than white patients, with an average of 8.6 months lived after diagnosis compared to 9.6 months lived after diagnosis for white patients.
Really, disparities are not based at all in any biological difference. They're all based in what we call social determinants of health. And access to high quality care is a really key component in eliminating those. So we want to make sure that patients have insurance, that they have access to high-quality cancer treatment, that they have good follow-up, good survivorship care.
The 4 statistical models researchers used to take a closer look at variables found black patients who came from higher income counties and had levels of insurance coverage equal to white patients survived longer. But the disparities did not disappear unless the level of care was the same. The study included 8,490 people from Wisconsin who were diagnosed with pancreatic cancer between 2004 and 2017.
The man accused of shooting someone at Madison's temporary men's shelter and threatening others a year ago was sentenced today to 10 years in prison and 10 years of supervision for 1 count of attempted first-degree intentional homicide. Madison police were already outside the temporary men's shelter on 1st Street last March, responding to a medical call when they heard gunshots come from inside the shelter. Managers at the facility told police they heard an argument before the shots were fired.
In Ukraine, there is a battle for a city in the eastern part of the country. Russian forces seem to have the edge at this point as it tries to capture the strategic Donbas region. Police in Severodonetsky released video of smoke rising over a chemical plant as Russian forces focused on taking the area. Meanwhile, a court set up by Russian separatists has sentenced 2 British men and a Moroccan to die, accusing them of being mercenaries fighting for Ukraine. The 2 British men denied they were mercenaries in a January interview with Sky News.
My family's here. My family's 15 kilometers. I can hear the shelling from my front room.
The UN Human Rights Office said it was concerned about the situation of the 3 captured fighters. The British government says they are prisoners of war entitled to protection under the rules of war. Today, Britain's defense secretary met with Ukraine's president in Kyiv, who thanked Britain for its assistance.
The American Family Insurance Championship is taking over Madison this weekend. Host Steve Stricker, the host of the tournament, two-time defending champion Jerry Kelly, and a plethora of U.S. and international golf legends will highlight the 81-player field for this event this year. The annual PGA Tour champion stop at University Ridge Golf Course began with first round played today. The second 18-hole round will be played tomorrow, the final round on Sunday, and tickets are still available online.
Well, still to come at 4, we have a preview of a very special fundraising dinner tonight.
On the menu, Ukrainian food being served to help fund the World Kitchen. We'll talk with the chef behind this effort when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
1 in 4 Americans likes Johnsonville sausage strips better than bacon, which makes total sense. Because you can't spell sausage without USA. Johnsonville sausage strips, better than bacon, and possibly more American.
Joe Biden opened America's borders, increasing the flow of deadly drugs into our communities. Last year, over 105,000 people died of drug overdoses in America. Biden's putting our children and families at risk. Ron Johnson is warning everyone that drug traffickers are adding fentanyl to counterfeit pills, and it only takes 1 pill to kill. Please tell your children and support law enforcement.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Sex trafficking is happening right here in Madison. Many wonder how or if it can be prevented. It's complex. Often someone does not realize what's happening until they are really stuck and are not allowed out. It often starts with someone who showers you with attention and may seem the answer to all of your dreams, until they're not. Red flags may include wanting to take care of you and impress you with their success and shower you with gifts or money, moving fast toward a romantic relationship, isolating you from friends and family, wanting to take you away on a trip, being vague about how they make their money, and working or taking calls at odd hours. You may notice a lot of young people hanging around, or drug use. Then, they start making you feel like you owe them something in return, and don't give you a choice. Learn more at unitedmadison.com/trafficking. Brought to you by United Madison in partnership with Collaboration Project.
Finding my way forward with node-positive breast cancer felt overwhelming at times. But I never just found my way. I made it. So when I finished active therapy, I kept moving forward and did everything I could to protect myself from recurrence.
Verzenio is the first treatment in over 15 years to reduce the risk of recurrence for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative, node-positive early breast cancer with a high chance of returning, as determined by your doctor when added to hormone therapy. Hormone therapy works outside the cell, while Verzenio works inside to help stop the growth of cancer cells. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
I'm making my way forward, my way, with Verzenio.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
Well, this Sunday, take a trip back in time to 1972.
Popeyes is celebrating 50 years selling 2 pieces of its bone-in chicken for just 59 cents, the same price it sold for when it opened. The week-long deal starts June 12th, the official anniversary, and comes with a $5 order minimum. Sorry, it's still 2022, but the chicken chain plans to announce more celebration deals as the month continues. 1 penny. That's how close we are to the national average for a gallon of gas, hitting $5 a gallon.
It has never happened before, but today AAA says prices jumped up 3 cents to $4.99 a gallon. It's already over $5 in some places in the country, the 31st record high in the past 32 days. California is charging drivers an average of $6.42. But get this, when you adjust for inflation, gas is actually below its all-time high. The national average would have to be higher than about $5.40 a gallon to take out the inflation-adjusted record that was set in the summer of 2008. Americans, though, are still getting hit very hard, as you know, in the wallet. The nation's inflation rate for the 12-month period that ended last month rose 8.6%. That's according to the Consumer Price Index. Among the factors for the major hike, filling up the tank. The national average for a gallon of self-serve regular gas, as we said, is $4.99 a gallon. That's according to AAA. That is almost $2 more than it was this time last year.
And that inflation news unsettled traders on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials lost 880 points, ending the week at 31,392. The NASDAQ dropped 414 points, or 3.5%. The NASDAQ lost 116 for its worst week since January. Well, Midvale Community Lutheran Church in Madison is hosting a special Ukrainian fundraiser dinner tonight.
The Slava Ukraini dinner is to support World Central Kitchen. It's a nonprofit started by Chef Jose Andres that is feeding people around the world. Local chef and culinary instructor Joel Olson is hosting the dinner, making traditional Ukrainian dishes, and he joins us now live from the church. Joel, thanks for being with us today. Good to see you.
Well, thank you so much.
Tell us about this organization where the money is going.
Well, what I hear, it's just phenomenal, because most of the money, if not darn near all the money, goes to the food relief. It goes for food. Very little administrative costs. It's truly an incredible organization as far as getting food to people that need it around the world. And we've chosen tonight to help benefit the folks in Ukraine.
World Central Kitchen is an organization that goes to war-torn countries, places that are in the middle of a crisis, like Ukraine, and feeds people for free. It's a remarkable organization, and you had an opportunity. You've met Chef Andres, I understand.
Yeah, Jose and I, we taught classes back in the day, and when I first graduated from culinary school out of the D.C. area, we taught for an organization called Operation Frontline, where we went in the inner city and helped people at risk of hunger make more use of their dollars and do a better job of, or a more healthy job of cooking at home. And so he's been wonderful, and it's just been fun to watch his career and what he's done with for the world and for so many people. He's just a genuinely wonderful guy.
Absolutely. All right, so what's on the menu tonight?
Well, we're doing borscht, of course, you know, which is classic. We're doing papushki, which are these wonderful garlic, herb, and dill rolls. There's got milk, and it's just a really, really hearty, beautiful dinner roll with garlic and dill and parsley brushed on top with some olive oil. Then we're doing a turkey patty that's been breaded and baked, and then roasted potatoes, and then a cucumber and radish salad with a yogurt-based dressing with some more dill. Dill is a very predominant flavor in Ukraine. And then also for dessert is an apple cake, a traditional apple cake. And I'm not going to try to say it because I would butcher it and nobody would know what the heck I'm talking about. So along with some, because being French trained, I'm going to say it's with some cinnamon creme chantilly, which is a fancy name for whipped cream.
It sounds delicious. And you are getting some expert advice who really understand Ukrainian food tonight. Who's going to be helping you explain the dishes?
Well, absolutely, and you did a better job of saying their names, but we have some wonderful folks that are unfortunately here because they chose to leave Ukraine, and they're staying with the family here, and they're members of our church, and their husband or the father is still over in Ukraine, of course, because he couldn't leave. So they've been really really gracious and delightful in helping talk. And she approved the menu. Let me put it that way. She's like, that sounds great. So I'm happy about that. That's all you could ask for.
You're talking about Snezana Baikova and her son Daniel, who viewers of News 3 may recall we introduced you to at the end of March, who are Ukrainian refugees. Absolutely. They fled their country and they're living here. They're starting a new life here with tremendous support from the congregation at your church.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep. Thank you. That's absolutely true. And thank you for not making me pronounce it.
Well, I hope you have a great turnout, raise lots of money, and help people around the world. Joel, thanks for being with us today.
Oh, and Joel, if people want to sign up for your cooking classes, what is your website?
Yeah, so I teach a lot of cooking classes around. It's HemmaChef, HEMMACHEF.com. HemmaChef.com. It means home chef in Swedish.
Oh, fantastic.
Thanks again, Joel.
Great to see you, Joel. Have a great dinner tonight.
For the first time in 3 decades, UFOs are front and center in Washington, D.C.
Is there something out there? Lawmakers want to know. We'll beam into the proceedings coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
Huge appliance savings are happening now at Furniture and Appliance Mart's $20 million truckload sale. Don't miss store-wide savings, including doorbusters, plus special buys up to 40% off at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
If you have advanced non-small cell lung cancer, your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, tests positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Together, Opdivo plus Yervoy helps your immune system launch a response that fights cancer in 2 different ways. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more time together, more family time, more time to remember. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about the combination of 2 immunotherapies, Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit cubcadetdealers.com.
The increasing cost of inflation is impacting people and families here in central Wisconsin.
The D.C. liberal spending has triggered historic inflation. Senator Ron Johnson is holding the line.
Retirees on a fixed income, the working poor, those are exactly the people that are hurt most by inflation. Inflation is a tax on everybody.
Johnson voted against the reckless spending, and he's fighting to cut the waste in Washington. Tell Senator Johnson, keep fighting to stop the spending that hits us with the inflation tax.
Get inspired. Tour 30 custom homes and see the newest trends. The Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, is open daily, June 17th through 26th. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for tickets and more information.
Massive savings are happening now at Ashley's $20 million truckload sale. Get doorbuster discounts up to 71% off, plus 60-month special financing with no money down on all in-stock merchandise. And bonus discounts only available in store. Don't miss it at Ashley.
We'll take a look at this. Fans of Scooby-Doo series have a chance to embrace their inner Shaggy or Velma. Airbnb has 3 overnight stays along the coast of Southern California and a recreation of the Mystery Machine, which is the van used by the cartoon characters as they foiled mysteries. This special offer is a tie-in with the 20th anniversary of the live-action Scooby-Doo film. Booking info available at Airbnb's website.
I love this. So do I. I would love to do that.
This is after my time, Scooby-Doo.
Oh, but no.
It was the 90s, right?
No. The live action, this is the 20th anniversary, but the original Scooby-Doos,
Yeah.
Those are what, in the 60s?
I think so.
Yeah. That's what I grew up watching, the original Scooby-Doos.
You were alive in the 60s?
No, but things rerun. You and Eric are relentless.
You look great for your age.
Thanksgiving rerun, right? Right. Boomerang was the Cartoon Network channel that would rerun those cartoons. Old Tom and Jerry's.
I believe you.
Okay, you better. Goodness.
Totally, I believe everything you say.
Including this hot forecast.
Yeah.
A little unbelievable.
Summer arrives next week.
My goodness, right? It settles in, and it's going to get a little toasty. In fact, we're looking at the possibility for some record-breaking heat for the start of the work week. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day right after the break.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause status.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an anti-diarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
Most senators couldn't tell you the cost of a gallon of milk. Thanks, Ruben. Or how much beef has gone up this year. But I'm not like most senators, or any of the other millionaires running for Senate. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked third shift. I know how hard you work. And I know that by bringing manufacturing home, we create jobs and we lower costs. If we want to change Washington, we got to change the people we send there. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Hey, everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Fed Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho-Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, the Mascot Theory, and Beth Killian. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers make offers that seem attractive at first, only to lower or cancel at the last minute. We Buy Ugly Houses won't reduce or cancel our firm cash offers before closing. Call or click to sell quick.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Need to let you guys know, behind the scenes, I was telling Mark and Susan that I have a pair of overalls that have Scooby-Doo patches on them, like I'm still a 6-year-old. But they bring you joy, right? You have to have the little things in life that keep you smiling. Plus, my overalls have a ton of pockets, and they're great for gardening. So that's a little side story. As we look ahead to the weekend, Sunday might be the better day for gardening. Saturday right now does look a little soggy outside. Shower chances for Saturday, along with some thunderstorms. Mostly dry on Sunday, with a slight chance early in the day to see a few raindrops. Otherwise, the focus is really on next week, when we'll have near record-breaking temperatures, possibly climbing up towards the triple digits with our heat index readings on Tuesday. Doppler track has brought in some light showers and thunderstorms for us throughout the area. Again, we still have that slight chance through the evening. Otherwise, things quieting down as we look ahead to daybreak tomorrow, but then more showers and thunderstorms expected throughout the day on Saturday. Patchy fog early Saturday, otherwise mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms, high temperatures in the low 70s. We'll still have some rain late Sunday night and a slight chance early on Sunday, and then a little bit of a clearing pattern for us late in the afternoon on Sunday. So again, Sunday, our drier day, better day for gardening. So I'll be running around in the overalls on Sunday. Looking ahead to Monday, we do start off with a clearer sky, but more rain expected for us late Monday. In fact, through the weekend and through Monday, we do have a little bit of accumulation expected, that 1/2 inch or less for most of southern Wisconsin, higher amounts southwest of us. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the low 70s with a mostly cloudy sky, scattered showers and thunderstorms, with wind speeds about 8 to 15 miles per hour expected for our Saturday. So not a total washout, but we will have those spotty showers passing through. Looking at our heat trend right now, the 6 to 10 day and 8 to 14 day really aligning with this warming trend for next week. Really throughout the country, you're expecting a little bit of a heat wave. So because of that warming trend, we're taking a look at the hot day here on Tuesday. We've added an alert day to the forecast. Highs on Tuesday will be in the low 90s. The record for Madison, the daily high temperature record, is 95, and we're going to be flirting right along that. Humidity expected to creep up for us on Tuesday, so heat index readings could climb again close to 100 for us in the afternoon. So that alert day for Tuesday. It'll still be warm outside on Wednesday, highs in the upper 80s, but not quite as humid, with a chance for showers and thunderstorms. Behind that chance, though, we fall into a drier pattern, temperatures in the mid to low 80s. As we look ahead to Father's Day, in the mid 80s, and dry right now for Dad.
Yeah, look at that, high and dry all next week.
Not too bad once we get through 93 on Tuesday. 93 is not overall weather, guys.
And humid.
And humid. That's the thing. 93, hot outside, sunny, but heat index readings will be in the triple digits. So folks just got to be ready if they're going to spend too much time outside, or also just keeping an eye on your dogs. Like I know my dogs don't handle the heat so well, so short walks, more frequent but shorter walks.
Lots of water.
Lots of water, yes.
So no Scooby-Doo. And you did that during the commercial break. We didn't plan that.
No, we didn't plan that, but I was so excited.
You're quick.
I had to get it out there. So they're the best.
Very cute, very cute.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dana.
Thanks, Dana.
For the first time in more than half a century, a House panel is holding a highly anticipated public hearing on UFOs.
Many lawmakers, along with intelligence and military personnel, say they're less worried about aliens and more concerned about foreign adversaries.
Kristen Fisher reports.
7 years after Navy pilots spotted this unexplained object off the Atlantic coast,
Look at this thing. It's rotating.
top Pentagon officials will be grilled by members of a House Intelligence Subcommittee, the first public hearing on UFOs or UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, in more than half a century.
For far too long, this issue wasn't even taken very seriously. It was essentially relegated to science fiction. But in a very real sense, UAPs present a very real national security risk, and the Intelligence Committee has a responsibility to investigate.
The hearing comes almost a year after the Director of National Intelligence released a highly anticipated report which examined 144 reports of UAPs, but identified only a single one, which turned out to be a deflated balloon. Quote, "The others remain unexplained." The report also documents 11 instances in which pilots reported near misses with a UAP.
This is not tinfoil hats and, conversations of Elvis being on the mothership.
Luis Elizondo is the former director of a Pentagon program that investigated UAPs, and he's been pushing for more transparency ever since he left in 2017.
This is a very serious national security issue. Something is in our skies. It has been there for quite some time, and we're just now having the conversation publicly about it.
My God.
UFOs first hit the American public's radar about 70 years ago. pushing Pentagon officials to try to explain the unexplainable.
I am here to discuss the so-called flying saucers.
In the 1960s, then Congressman Gerald Ford asked Congress to investigate, leading to the last public hearings on UFOs. Quote, I believe the American people are entitled to a more thorough explanation than has been given to them by the Air Force. But the Air Force investigation known as Project Blue Book concluded that UFOs were not extraterrestrial, nor did they pose a threat to our national security. Now, another congressman, Andre Carson, is pushing for similar answers.
I believe it's important that they work to declassify some of this knowledge so the American people can effectively understand what's happening.
Could these objects that caught the attention of trained Navy pilots be part of a top-secret U.S. program? Could they be coming from a foreign adversary or somewhere else? Whatever they are, the intelligence report concedes a handful of UAPs appear to demonstrate advanced technology, some without discernible means of propulsion.
The speeds that they're exhibiting, as well as the flight characteristics, there's no platform or really energy source that I'm aware of that could allow something to stay in the air as long as these objects were.
The only thing certain is that they exist.
The big question is, whose is it, and where is it from, and what are the intentions, and what are the full capabilities, and is there something we can learn from it?
What do you think?
I don't know. It's scary, isn't it?
It's hard to believe that of all of everything out there,
we're the
only thing.
I agree.
But I don't know if we'd have having visitors because...
I don't know. It's incredible to think about that.
It is. Well, coming up next here on Live at 4, it's National Movie Night, so we've got a preview of the new Jurassic World movie.
And then coming up next hour at 5, Derek Jeter stopped by Madison today to hear some local high school students pitch ideas regarding mental health. We'll have that story for you coming up tonight at 5.
Family is just very important.
She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy been treated in my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene, Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching, or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
Since I left for college, my dad has gotten back into some of his old hobbies. And now he's taking Trulicity. And it looks like he's gotten into some new, healthier habits, too.
What changes are you making for your type 2 diabetes? Maybe it's time to try Trulicity. It's proven to help lower A1C. It could help you lose up to 10 pounds. And it's only taken once a week, so it can fit into your busy life. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. The choices you make can help control your A1C. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Taking months off their lives, local patients with pancreatic cancer receive different treatments based on race.
While there might be a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm this evening, most of us will remain dry. That won't be the case for Saturday. Scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms are possible, but near-record heat arrives on Tuesday. I'll tell you when it'll rain at 5.
And ahead at 6, schools lose lunches. The federal lunch program is ending, leaving many local students in need. News 3 Now asks local schools about their plans for the next year. Tonight at 6.
Okay. Let's take a look. This is downtown Madison on this Friday. We're talking about Julia Child's roasted chicken.
Mark is going to roast a chicken. He's going to follow Julia Child's recipe this weekend.
That's tomorrow.
And he just said, stay close to your phone.
I'll be calling you. All right, grab the popcorn. It's movie night.
National Movie Night falls on the second Friday in June. It's a great time to put away your cell phone and enjoy a classic or something new with friends and family. Drive-in movies now are also making a big comeback. Grab some of your favorite snacks, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And if you feel like hitting the movies this weekend, Jurassic World Dominion stomps into theaters this week.
Rick Damigella talks with some of the newer members of the cast about the movie.
Everybody hold on to somebody. That can't be right.
Jurassic World Dominion not only features new dinosaurs, but new human characters to close the trilogy.
Because I primarily come from indie film, you know, there's so many toys. Like everything, you could just name something. You could just turn to like this, you know, the like props master and be like, can this be a thing? And they're like, yes, you want some brass knuckles? Sure, why not? You know what I mean? It's just, it's the coolest thing ever to be like, oh, this is an actual cockpit.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist.
I was such a fan as a kid, especially. So when I finally got cast in this, it kind of brought back a lot of these memories that I had since I was a child. And yeah, to actually be on the sets and you know, I'm looking at this logo now. I'm like, what do I have to do with this? Oh, right, I did this whole entire movie. It's surreal.
Blue had a baby. That's impossible.
Isabella Sermon reprises her role from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Playing Maisie, one of the interesting things was, because I was so young on the first film, it was great for me to come back and do a second film, kind of being that bit older, but also being able to work with some of the same cast again, because I feel like, kind of being older, I was just able to learn so much more from the whole process.
See? Not so bad. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
That looks good.
We'll find out what Will Hooper thinks about it on Monday. Up next, a little different backstage with Bruno. He has two very special guests.
They are Jerry Award winners who are heading to New York City for the National High School Musical Theater Awards. We'll meet them when Live at 4 continues.
There's a difference in a small town where family values still hold true. Welcome to the Portage Furniture Store. Well, we ventured back to Portage and look at who we found, the two Ayers brothers, Austin and Aaron. It's good to see you guys.
Welcome back.
So how is business? How is life?
Business has been great. You know, it's been very busy, busy for both of us. A couple new kiddos in the past year. So no, but business has been doing great.
I know you really want to give a shout out to all of the people around this area that shop local, that choose to come right here to Cook Street to see the two of you.
Obviously, first and foremost, we're so appreciative of our customers, and there's just been such a strong sentiment to shop local, shop small, support family business. And you know, I guess with the inventory, we've been very blessed. We've got a packed showroom, trucks coming in every week. We've really, we're running out of places to put everything. We're in good shape.
I feel like there's such a difference in the customer's mood when they walk in. They don't have that anxious feeling of, oh gosh, here comes the salesperson coming over to talk to me. Yeah. Why is that so different here?
We put a major emphasis on no pressure shopping. Our salespeople, they're fantastic. They're gonna be there when you need them, but they're gonna let you, try everything out, and they're gonna leave you alone, let you relax.
So all these years later, the big question is, there's still the Portage Furniture free delivery?
Yep, absolutely. Still the free delivery. Gonna bring it right into your home, set it up, make it perfect for you. They'll even cook you dinner or sing a song for you if you need. They're just fantastic.
That's that small, local, family feel business mentality. You can't replicate it, right?
We're the Ayers family.
From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink. and you're buzzed into Madison.
The challenges we face today feel monumental. Inflation, gas prices, and now an unthinkable threat to a woman's right to choose. I'm Alex Lasry, and I have a track record of getting things done. That's how you know I'll work for you. By lowering prescription drug prices, putting more money into people's pockets, and protecting every woman's right to choose, no matter what. This is why we must defeat Ron Johnson and start meeting our challenges head on. That's why I approve this message.
What are you recommending for muscle pain?
Based on clinical data, I recommend Salonpas.
Agreed. My patients like these patches because they work up to 12 hours, even on moderate pain.
Salonpas, it's good medicine.
At Pick and Save, we believe it takes the right team to bring you fresh produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. Because working together is truly what it takes to be fresh for everyone. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Right now, most of the area looks nice and green. The Beltline, as usual, a little more red for us, especially eastbound. A lot of slowdowns there. Westbound, things slow down at Fish Hatchery Road, but then pick back up pretty quickly before you're towards Gammon. Downtown Madison, the slow and go spots popping up as usual, but again, no accidents in Dane County and no accidents in Rock County. Downtown Janesville looks pretty good. North and southbound on the interstate, all green. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, a quick 18-minute drive for us this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Thank you, Dana. The Jerry Awards highlight Wisconsin's high school musical programs. Educators and industry professionals review productions at more than 85 high schools in 30 counties in the state.
Students are honored at an award show held at Overture, and of all of those students, 2 are selected to represent the Jerrys at the National High School Musical Theater Awards.
This year, those 2 students are Catherine Granetsky of St. Ambrose Academy in Madison and Brendan Moore of Oregon High School. We profiled him back in April when he played Nick Bottom in Something Rotten.
And even if you don't know every musical in the world, you'll still get plenty of the jokes in this show. Gosh, it's one of the funniest shows we've ever seen.
I get it now. We'll do a musical.
No kidding.
A musical. What could be more amazing than a musical? With song and dance and sweet romance. And with a musical, we might have half a chance.
And Michael is here now with these 2 very talented performers. Michaal, take it away.
All right, thanks, Mark and Susan. So congratulations, first of all, for being selected out of 92 people who are going to be going to the Jimmy Awards in New York City. So we saw your wonderful clip that we actually reviewed. Tell us a little bit more about the show that you were in and what role you played.
I was in 7 Brides to 7 Brothers at St. Ambrose Academy, and I played Millie, which is the lead female.
And so you're a junior, so you have 1 more year?
Yes.
And so when you auditioned for the Jimmy Awards, what did you have to sing for that, and how did that happen?
Yeah, so it's the best lead performers that got awarded from the Jerrys. And then I went in with a book full of songs, and I had to sing a cut from my musical, 7 Brides, 7 Brothers, and then I brought a full song. And so I did perform those 2 songs, and then I got a call back, and then here I am now.
That's great. And actually, Brenda, you actually were in 2 shows that you were awarded Best Lead Performer, right?
That's right. I was in Something Rotten with Verona Area Community Theater, and I was in Addams Family with Oregon High School. That was a lot of fun.
And you're going to be leaving here because you have to go to rehearsal because the local Jerry Awards, Jerry Jimmy, could they name him something else, are this Sunday, right? And you're in rehearsals because you're going to be performing there too, right?
Yeah, that's right. We got rehearsals coming up all the time.
Yeah. Oh.
And will you be doing just the songs from the shows that you were both given the award for?
Oh, we're actually doing solos instead of a lead medley. We're in a lead medley, and then when we got awarded with going to New York, they were like, "We want you to sing a solo," so we're going to sing a solo instead of the medley.
And it can be anything from our book.
Anything,
so we're doing what we think sounds best.
Yes.
Yeah. And will this be your first time going to New York?
Yes.
How excited are you about
that?
And do you have an itinerary? Do you know what you'll be doing when you're there?
Well, we believe we're seeing at least 3 shows while we're there. We hope so anyway.
So excited.
Besides that, a bunch of workshops and learning a lot just about the acting world
and
theater.
From the professionals, which is so crazy. But yeah, first time in New York, so it's crazy.
And you'll be performing at the Minskoff Theater, right? On Broadway, right?
On Broadway.
How exciting is that for you guys?
Broadway debut, kind of. Kind of.
Broadway debut. We can be able to say we knew them when. They were right here. That's so great. Congratulations. That's just wonderful. And are you both going to pursue a career in the theatrical arts?
Yes.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
What will you be doing after you graduate?
I'm going to Oklahoma City University for theater, and my sister goes there as well. So we got the ties already, the connections.
And you have 1 more year in high school,
Yes.
right? And then do you have any aspirations or dreams of what you'll do after graduation?
Definitely musical theater, something in arts administration, minor in dance, something like that. So yeah, kind of want to get all the different fields of musical theater. So yeah, I'm excited.
Well, congratulations, guys. Really appreciate it. The Overture Center, Sunday night, 6:30 for the Jerry Awards. Tickets at overture.org. Michael, thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your Broadway debut. What a moment, and it's well deserved, you guys.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Look at this selection. Tile, wood, stone, laminate, vinyl. And this one is perfect.
At Floor & Decor, our everyday low pricing on high-quality products and on-trend styles means you can really bring your room to life. Discover Floor & Decor today.
If you have type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, you're a target for chronic kidney disease. You can already have it and not know it. If you have chronic kidney disease, your kidney health could depend on what you do today. FARXIGA is a pill that works in the kidneys to help slow the progression of chronic kidney disease. FARXIGA can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in women and men, and low blood sugar. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may lead to death. A rare, life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking FARXIGA and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis. And don't take it if you are on dialysis. Take aim at chronic kidney disease by talking to your doctor and asking about FARXIGA. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
FARXIGA.
Take 1, marker.
Toilet paper, we all use it. And like cheese or motorcycles, Wisconsin's long been a leader in production. But we lost our share of the market and jobs as companies sought cheaper and cheaper labor. Our supply chain crisis shows just how vulnerable we are when we allow Wisconsin products to be made overseas. I'm running for Senate to fight this race to the bottom, to make sure Wisconsin jobs and products are made right here. Because Chinese toilet paper, my ass. I'm Tom Nelson, and I approve this message.
You want to put me in jail, Judge Remington?
Lead investigator Michael Gableman is held in contempt. We tell you exactly how he defied the court. Also coming up at 5, local students pitch ideas to combat the rampant mental health crisis.
A Wisconsin idea that's making a huge difference in other countries.
This is a lifeline to this population.
Charlotte DeLeste spotlights the Wisconsin Medical Project and makes her own very special contribution to the cause. Sunday at 10.
High temperatures for your Saturday, climbing to the low 90s. It'll be mostly cloudy with some scattered showers, possibly some thunderstorms mixed in. Or low 70s.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Since I left for college, my dad has gotten back into some of his old hobbies. And now he's taking Trulicity. And it looks like he's gotten into some new, healthier habits, too.
What changes are you making for your type 2 diabetes? Maybe it's time to try Trulicity. It's proven to help lower A1C. that could help you lose up to 10 pounds. And it's only taken once a week, so it can fit into your busy life. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. The choices you make can help control your A1C. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Get inspired. Tour 30 custom homes and see the newest trends. The Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns, is open daily, June 17th through 26th. Visit MadisonParadeOfHomes.com for tickets and more information.
It's Summerfest, so bring your I haven't heard live music in 27 months self, your festival food for lunch and dinner self, and your 12 stages in one day self. Bring your best self to Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance.
Joe Biden opened America's borders, increasing the flow of deadly drugs into our communities. Last year, over 105,000 people died of drug overdoses in America. Biden's putting our children and families at risk. Ron Johnson is warning everyone that drug traffickers are adding fentanyl to counterfeit pills, and it only takes one pill to kill. Please tell your children and support law enforcement.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Well, the news hounds, Louie and Oliver, didn't have to travel very far from their world headquarters for this week's batch of animal stories.
It's an all upper Midwest edition of this week's News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, it's a new giraffe in Milwaukee.
A new snake in Illinois.
And it's off to the races in Minnesota.
But first, a local dog is heading to New York to compete in the Westminster Dog Show. This is Panda, a 2-year-old St. Bernard. His breeders live in Kendall, Wisconsin. Population, 472. You have to be invited to Westminster. Panda didn't get an invite this year, but his owners were able to enter him into what's known as the Super Bowl of dog shows. Panda already has lots of awards, including Best of Show specialties, group placements, and AKC honors. The big show is next weekend. Good luck, Panda.
Road trip. The Milwaukee County Zoo has announced the birth of a reticulated giraffe. The female calf was born to mom Marley and dad Patiki. This is Marley's third calf. Her most recent, Maya, was born in 2018 and is part of the zoo's herd. The new one, yet to be named, weighed in at 164 pounds and is 6 feet tall. The little girl is spunky and strong, so staff knows that she's eating well. Welcome, little tall one.
A green anaconda is the newest arrival at the Shed Aquarium in Chicago. She's an impressive sight at 10 feet 7 inches in length. Guests can come face to face with the green anaconda, which is considered to be one of the largest snakes in the world. These snakes are found in South America. As a member of the boa family, green anacondas are constrictors. Like most snakes, they can detach their jaw to swallow large whole prey. Let's keep her in the aquarium.
Finally, and they're off. These are not the competitors typically lining up at Canterbury Park in suburban Minneapolis, but they might be the toughest. More than 70 bulldogs were tearing down the racetrack in Shakopee, each trying to earn a spot in the championship race in September. The last time spectators enjoyed bulldog racing at Canterbury was before the pandemic. And if you're wondering how to motivate a bulldog to run that far and fast, well, the answers vary. Let's just say it isn't easy.
And that's this week's edition of the News Hounds Now Update.
I didn't know bulldogs could go that fast. Well, this one's not.
That's
the choo-choo doesn't help.
I love it.
That's our time. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here on Monday. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.